You're at the Mini Woodstock Festival in Santa Barbara, California. Yes, this is the show where Foreave Stars International shine. It's for entrepreneurs in the entertainment field. And tonight we have some great guests for you, so keep tuned. Here we go at the Dream Machine USA, telling you, lift your glasses, get all your hors d'oeuvres ready, because we're going to have fun tonight. You're at the Dream Machine USA at ABG Studios and our TV studios, Mini Woodstock Festival. So join us, have fun tonight. We've got some great guests for you. January 26th, yay! Keep tuned, everybody. Hi, today I'm Lucy Looker and I'm reporting for the Foreave Stars International. Now, just in case some of you don't know who Lucy Looker is, I'm the reporter for the Foreave Stars International and I've been around since oh my goodness, let me see. She started in Australia. Lucy Looker reported for the Social Club. As the Social Club reporter secretary, I made up this magazine at the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, and out came Lucy Looker. Well, anyway, Lucy Looker is my persona as an entrepreneur for the Foreave Stars International, which is a worldwide entertainers, entrepreneurs cooperative. And today I'm really excited because Lucy Looker is going to be reporting on none other than Katie Gallagher. Yes, Kate Gallagher.
Carriger.
Oh, Corrie. Actually, we're not at the comedy show tonight. That's on Monday. We've had a little bit too much of the old nippy nip. But anyway, we've got our hors d'oeuvres. And just so that you know, can you zoom on into that, Tyler, so everybody can see Lucy Looker when she got married in Las Vegas to Elton John lookalike. Anyway, let's put it. Did you get that, Tyler? Yeah. You got it, Tyler? No, he never answers me. Gosh, it seems like I have that all the time. Anyway, so I am going to get back to Katie Gallagher. I'm better at writing than I am talking. I'm Lucy Looker, and I write for the Foreave Stars International Cooperative. It's Katie Gallagher from the Aussie Bands Co-op. She's going to share her story with you of traveling the world as an entrepreneur and a creative dabbler.
Sure. Well, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Katie.
Well, I'd have to say it probably is right. It's probably been since I was pretty much born, since I've started doing my art career. So Mum thinks I was like born with a pencil in my hand. So I've got pictures of me pretty much writing since I was little on everything from the walls to clothing, everything. And I also started doing modelling and acting when I was 2.5 years old.
Wow. Well,
so
she's beautiful, isn't she?
No.
I've always thought Katie was a beauty.
No. I was in like bathroom ads, so I was that kid that was like, when people said, oh, how embarrassing would it be to be that kid, on that toilet ad? Well, that was me. So but and
in Australia that was,
in
right?
Australia, yeah. I actually come from the Central Coast, Australia.
That's very beautiful there.
Now I'm in Central Coast, California.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. But so I've basically been dabbling in all different art forms since I can remember, and that's because, I suppose, because of my family. My mum's an artist, and so basically our whole house is like an eclectic kind of gallery. So,
nice.
Yeah, so we have like, you know, walls covered with, you know, all our different paintings and different artistic endeavours, and we even have like our toilet's painted. Our letterbox is painted.
Nice.
Walls, doors, everything's painted.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, so...
what made you decide to start travelling the world, though? Why not just stay in Sydney? Is that where you're from?
Just north of Sydney.
North Sydney, right.
Yeah.
That's over the Opera House and also the Harbour Bridge.
I lived in the street next to where the Harbour Bridge started. I lived there from when I was born till I was 4 years old.
Oh, really?
And then I moved back there for the last 2 years, but I've now moved back home to the Central Coast, which is where my family lives. So
I see.
I've just moved. Yeah, but I'm not really moved because I'm just travelling for the next couple of years. So basically how it started, since I was a little kid, I've been, you know, looking at world, you know, globes, maps, everything, consuming everything I could possibly think of to do with other countries. And all I ever wanted to do was travel. And I also basically I studied journalism to become a travel journalist. However, life just takes you on different pathways. And
that's true.
I did work for a travel magazine for a little bit, but I ended up moving into government and politics.
Oh, my.
And and that was definitely an experience. And
what did
something
you exactly do in the...
I worked as a media advisor for local government as an industry. So I used to write speeches and articles and media releases and branding. And that was fantastic, and it was a really good experience, and I learnt a lot. But it wasn't ideally what I wanted to do. So I've now left that, and I'm basically travelling the world to see, you know, get some inspiration and, you know, just to absorb different cultures and see where that takes me. I've always battled between whether I follow writing as a passion or art as a passion or photography or design, and earlier this year I just decided that I didn't really need a label. I didn't need to stick to one career, that I could do all of it and just put it out there. So I started posting illustrations and some of my photography on a Facebook page.
Oh, where can if people do want to get in contact with you? Oh, hang on. So, folks, if you do want to get in contact with Katie, you can find her on Facebook, and it's... Kate. Hang on a minute.
It's Kate Carragher Creative. So Carragher is spelled Carragher. And if you look it up on Facebook, there's links to a lot of my artworks, my articles, photography, and also a blog that I'm launching next year.
Wonderful. So everybody will be able to check that out. Also, that's why you really feel you were talking about your family, the influences. So tell us a bit about your traveling and when you started and what you've been doing. She's been charging all over the place, folks. Here she is again, Kate.
Well, I got here 3 months ago. So I started in Hawaii, and I was an MC at a very good friend's wedding, and then headed to Vegas. So stayed in the MGM, and my amazing friends shouted me a couple of days at the end. Ooh.
Shouted means that they paid for her. I know, I say that in my song.
Yeah.
If the creek don't... Oops, no, I should say that was done by Ravel Foreman, the Lads Band. If the creek don't rise, and she actually says shout in that, meaning... You know, that somebody is kind enough to pay your way for something. Yeah. They actually shouted for you. Yeah. Here you go, Katie.
Yeah, so they shouted me a week, like in Las Vegas, and took me to Cirque du Soleil and
oh my goodness,
Madonna, and
Madonna.
Yeah, and then I moved from the MGM down to once they left, I went back to my backpacking budget, moved down the other end of the strip where. When the taxi driver went to drop me off, said, I don't want to leave you here. And I was like, I don't want you to leave me here. It was next door to a massive sign that had strippers and had blow-up dolls hanging off it, and but it ends up being a really fantastic experience. And from there, I've gone to 10 national parks, including sleeping under the stars in Joshua Tree, which was magic, and watching the mist roll through, Yosemite. Went up to Canada, down through Seattle, Washington, San Francisco, which completely stole my heart. And I worked with my favourite designers and photographers there. And yeah, then I basically just been couch surfing. So I've been using the website to go and stay with different people from all over America, and ended up meeting another...
Tell the folks about this. Couch surfing, folks, is like... When I used to travel around, I started traveling in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and we used to do youth hosteling. Everywhere you went in a youth hostel, and that's how you met folks, and you made friends, and then you found out the fun things to do. Or you hitchhiked, which is what I did a lot, going across Southeast Asia and Asia and everywhere. But now there's this whole new thing called couch surfing. Why don't you explain that?
Yeah. So couch surfing is basically like a little culture that I think they've actually up to 4 million subscribers or people that are on the website, and it's based on an honour system. So people review people they're staying with to say, yep, they're cool to stay with, or watch out for this. And so I suppose it's like a safer version of hitchhiking, but not quite as safe as maybe doing youth hosteling. So, but the difference is that you're actually staying with a local, and you're actually getting to know the culture that you're staying in. So the place you're staying in, you're getting to know the people that live there. And I know that if I was back at home, I'd definitely be hosting, because I've met some of the most fantastic, amazing people from couch surfing. I also ended up sleeping in a house where the guy had a little book saying psychopath test, and and next to a room full of chainsaws. So that was an interesting experience.
Oh,
but
you're all right.
No, I think it was a bit of a joke, but it was a really I've gained so much from it, and I definitely want to continue traveling the world doing couch surfing. So yeah.
So, all right. So tell me, in regards to all the traveling and what you're actually doing, in your business called Creative Dabbler, how do you go about as you go from place to place? What's actually happened to you? I remember you said you had an amazing experience when you were in San Francisco, and you met some people, different photographers and so forth, and that you actually met a photographer that you stayed at in East LA. Was it East LA or Sunset? But it was a beautiful home apparently.
Yeah.
So anyway, so share some of this stuff and how it's helped you as far as an entrepreneur, as a creative dabbler.
Yeah. Basically, because I'm traveling, and I've found that a lot of people that travel are generally creative people. So when I've been meeting, and when I've been meeting people, they've basically just been saying, please come and stay with me. And I haven't been seeking it, but I've just been telling them what I've been up to. And this has opened a lot of opportunities for me. So I've been learning from some amazing people. And I ended up actually traveling with another photographer I met in San Francisco, through down through San Diego, out through Arizona, and up through Joshua Tree as well.
Wow.
And so he was teaching me a little bit about night photography and a few other things. So it's given me a lot of opportunities, and it feels like since I've just started traveling and I've given up the trying to drive for one specific career, that it's actually opening doors for me, and opportunities are presenting themselves everywhere. So and I've just done some illustrations for a fashion label in Australia as well. So
nice.
And that's just from seeing where the road takes you, I think.
Right. Oh, sorry. So I remember you were saying something also that when somebody that you met, anyway, I think it was. Was it the couch surfers that you actually advertised, or there was something else you were advertising?
Oh, yeah.
Explain that.
I ended up modelling for couch surfers, so I'm going to be on their website.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So what is that, couch?
I've been on their promotional material.
Oh. Couchsurfers.com or?
Yeah, I think it's couchsurfing.org or couchsurfers. I should look that up properly. I'm not a spokesperson, but I just saw when I was looking at it, they said we're doing a photo safari, and I thought that sounds fun, and so pretty much I've just been saying yes to whatever's going within limits to go travelling to these different spots, but it's opened up all these doors. So
that's exciting.
Yeah, and
that's exciting.
Yeah.
So you're leaving to Australia on Tuesday. Yeah. Oh, everybody must be very excited to get you back home. Yeah.
Yeah, I think some people are.
We had such a lovely time with her. She spent Thanksgiving with us. Yeah, that was just cool. A very nice. I know. And the next thing, she's in, she's out, she's off again. You remind me so much of myself when I was your age. I was traveling like that, and it is very exciting when you do it that way. Yeah. Traveling is just unbelievable, and people. It's a great way to understand people in the world to travel.
It's important.
I think so too. Well, let's say a farewell to Kate and thank her very, very much for coming to Santa Barbara and being on the TVSB Mini Woodstock Festival for January. So thank you so much, Kate.
Thank you, Lucy Looker. It's been great to be able to come here, so thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, I think that we've had a really good time reporting for the Lucy Looker segment for the first show. So we'll look forward to seeing you again. Oh, and you know what? I think Tutu's coming up. You might be getting to see Tutu soon. Oh, I just received a text. Oh my goodness, you got me with my hair all in rollers. Anyway, I'm excited because Tutu Time is about to happen, everybody. So all the boys and girls, get ready because we have 2 wonderful stars coming to Tutu Time today. All right, now I'm going to go get ready. Bye. See you at Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time for the young stars of Foreave. Tell me your goals. Tell me your dreams. Tutu Time. Tell me your goals. Tell me your dreams at Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time and she loves you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Tutu Time and she loves you. Yeah. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams. You're the young stars of Foreave. Tutu Time, Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time. Hello everybody. Well, here we are at Tutu Time. And I'm very excited today. I have 2 stars with us, Cammy and Mackenzie. They're sisters, and they're Cammy Ironson and Mackenzie Ironson. We're so happy to have them with us on Tutu Time today. And they're going to tell us all about where they've gone to school and what they've been doing. And as you can see, Cammy here is really busy, like a good little busy bee, aren't you, Cammy? Yes, you are. Thank you. And now I'm going to interview Mackenzie, who is, how old are you now, Mackenzie?
7.
Wow! I've known you a long time, haven't I?
Yep.
Ah, I know. I met you through the triplets, right?
Yep.
Right. So tell me how school is. Do you like school?
Yep.
Where do you go to school?
Garden Street Academy.
She goes to Garden Street Academy. Maybe there's some people out there. You want the camera and say, is there any friends out there that go to Garden Street Academy?
Is there any friends that go out there at Garden Street Academy?
Academy, that's a hard one, isn't it? I know. The other day I was on a TV show and I couldn't even say mildly. I don't know why. Oh, sometimes it's just so hard to talk, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, it drives you crazy. So tell me, what good things have you been doing at the Academy? Lots of things?
Yep.
Do you colour?
Yep.
Like Cammy's colouring. Good job, Cammy. She's a good colourer. I can tell, right? Yeah, she's doing good. So, Who is your best friend? Do you have best friends or lots of friends?
I got lots of friends.
Do you? So what sort of things do you do at Garden Street Academy? I know they had an incredible fair. I saw that. I saw that you had a great, wasn't it a fair? What did you do there?
It was the carnival.
Ooh, it was a carnival.
Yep.
Great. And what are you looking forward to when you get back to school? Well, I guess she's not looking forward to school. Anyway, so we're going to see you again on Tutu Time? Do you think?
Yep.
Do you think you might be able to do something special for me?
Yep.
I'm going to give you some beads. Do you think you could make a nice necklace?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well while Mackenzie is going to be making a necklace, I'm going to be talking to Cammy to see what Cammy has to show me what she's done. I'm sure Cammy's going to have lots of things to say. So let's just say bye-bye to Mackenzie.
Bye.
We are now with Cammy, Mackenzie's sister, who I gotta tell you is born on Tutu's birthday. Yay! 12th of July, everybody. It's a good day. I thought so. Not sure if my parents did, but I thought so. And how about you, Cammy? Do you think July 12th is a good day? Really? What's so great about it?
It's same day on July. That's the day when we do somewhere. But they on a vacation, but it's that's more we did have a birthday party somewhere.
Oh, we do, right? We kind of celebrate. I always come to your birthday party, right? Yeah, I know. We have fun. What else do we like to do together?
We like to give ourselves presents.
Presents? We like to give each other presents?
We did to trade around and sit next, and we did to have fun together.
We do have fun together, don't we, at Tutu's house? Tutu Time. We have a lot of fun together, Cammy and I too. So tell me about your school. How's your school going?
Good, and when we do somewhere, we did do art, and we did to do crafts and paint. We did to do everything.
You do? So who's your teacher at school?
Suzanne and Sadie.
Oh, and do you like her?
One was our art teacher last year, and the other teacher was a teacher last year too.
So you've been at school for how long? Is this your first year at school?
No.
Oh, it's your second year.
Second. No, second year at this school.
So Mackenzie says it's the second year at this school.
No, the first year at this school.
Oh, it's the first year at this school. So what school do you go to?
Garden Street Academy.
Oh, Garden Street Academy. Oh, that sounds like it's very nice. Do you do lots of, do you do singing and dancing there?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do? Do you like it? Really? What's your favorite thing you like about it?
PE.
Oh, you like PE. Do you like sports? Do you play sports? What do you play?
Soccer.
Soccer. Oh, my goodness. You know, I was born in England, and we call soccer football over there. Isn't that funny? They call it football. But soccer means that you kick it with your foot, right? Do they dribble it? Isn't that a funny word? Dribbling a soccer ball.
Yep.
It sounds funny, doesn't it?
Well, you do dribble a soccer ball.
I know, you do dribble a soccer ball. So what else do you want to tell me?
Night. At school, I sing a French song.
You sang a French song? Do you think you could sing it to me today? Okay, let's hear you sing it.
Orléans, Pontchessy, Notre-Dame, Vétleri, Vendôme, Vendôme.
Wow, that sounds good. I remember one from school. Do you know this one? Faire Jacques, faire Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, sonny le matin, sonny le matin, ding dang dong, ding dang dong. That's a new one that they're teaching you now, though, huh? Do you know what it means, what you're singing? Because I haven't a clue.
It's like about bells.
Oh, your
Bells.
song's about bells?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And my sister gets to do bells, and my friend Sophie gets to do the piano, and I get to sing.
Oh, nice. We play instruments here at Tutu Time too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we're going to have to do that. We'd have to bring Dan in to do that, maybe. Play the guitar, and we'll all have to sing. Would you like to come to Tutu Time again? Yes? You would like that? Okay. So shall we say bye-bye to everybody out there this time? And maybe you could bring a friend sometime. And let's all get together for another Tutu Time. What do you say? Is that a good idea?
Yep.
Okay, let's say it's a great idea, Mackenzie said. All right, bye-bye for now from Tutu Time. Hey, welcome to the Mini Woodstock Festival in Santa Barbara, California. And welcome. You better have your drinks. Maybe they're not alcoholic, but whatever. Have your drinks, get your salsa, your chips, and your hors d'oeuvres, which we're waiting on. But that's okay. Carol Metcalf. Yes, Carol Metcalf. The ladies of Santa Barbara comedy. If you haven't caught them at the Annie Gallery, you don't know what you're missing. That place gets packed now when those ladies of comedy actually show up. Well, they do show up. Anyway, I just want you to know that I've got one showing up tonight for you guys. So I want you to stay by the television. Do not adjust your TV set. Do not get up and move. Just stay on TVSB and get ready for a fun, packed show. Okay, Carol, come on, man. I can't believe you got here. I'm going to be interviewing you tonight, honey.
Hey, Bill, it's lovely to see you.
Wow. So we're going to have to share this because we got a problem. Let's tell Matt Schuster again of the TVSB. No, we're trying to figure it out. Skip says he's got it handled, so we're not worried about it. The most important thing is we have our guest here. She got here. Look at the beautiful Carol Metcalf. And, oh, boys, step down. Shit. She's taken. Bernie, isn't it? Is it Bernie? Bernie has got Carol, so just hands off the telephone. Do not call her unless you just want to tell her how great she is as a comedian, and we all know that have seen her at the Annie Gallery. But actually, I'm not sure why I'm acting up tonight and being a little bit of a comedian, but it's probably because it's in me bones too. And like Carol, we both did the LA scene, and Carol just continued to do the scenes of the comedy, and it's gone all over the place. Probably international too, Carol?
Yeah.
Yes, oh yes, she just got back from London. And Carol's going to give us a little bit of a rundown in a minute about herself. But first I want to just throw some stuff out there, because people that don't know it, there is a comedy show going on at the Annie Gallery. And if you don't even know about the Annie Gallery, I'll give them a little bit of a plug right now. Get in touch with Tia. Tia will tell you all about it. And so, you know, I'm sure Carol will give them a plug too and let you know on this interview when her next show is. Yes, she actually has a crowd here tonight. Yeah, she has a crowd here. The Dream Machine USA is the home of the US bands, including Cooperative, which is part of the Foreave Stars International worldwide. It's been going since 1978. Just a little plug. I do appear on the Compassionate Connection show with Azriar, which is the other half of me, Dan, and he's got the hors d'oeuvres, bless his heart. I swear to goodness. Thank you, Dan. Wow. Hey, have a bow to the camera. Come here, darling. Come here, darling. Give us a mush. Okay, thank you. We couldn't have these hors d'oeuvres without Dan. Dan does do good hors d'oeuvres. I know, I've been with him a long time. Anyway, leaving Dan behind here and getting on with Carol Metcalf. She is going to tell us all about her life from the beginning to the end. So, Carol, without any more ado, I would like to find my drink. Though I was sure I had an eggnog with bourbon in it, but I think I left it in the bathroom.
I drank it.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so Carol, let's hear all about you. Tell us all about your travels, when this all began and everything, because I was with the LA Connection in Los Angeles. I also even stood up there at the old Comedy Store, and they just all stared at me. It was very interesting, and then eventually I won them. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was going to die and be sick. I thought I was going to die and be sick. You know how that is. Oh my God. Well, there's nothing worse than trying to be funny to comedians. They're all sitting there like, yeah, well, make me laugh then. You know, I mean, it's really weird. Anyway, but Carol is a very funny lady. Well, let's hear it from all your supporters. Carol Metcalf, the lovely lady of comedy in Santa Barbara.
Thank you so much, Ravel. It's so great to have, I love hearing you talk because you're funny, you are so vivacious, and wow, this is the first time I've been in an interview and I even have hors d'oeuvres served. So
yeah, there you go.
So usually, I don't get this kind of treatment. I appreciate it. But I came up here to Santa Barbara, and this was 8.5 years ago from Los Angeles. And I lived there for 16 years. And I came out originally from Texas. And I'd always wanted to be a stand-up comedian. And having a bipolar mother, a dad in the Air Force who was never home, and traveling from Air Force Base to Air Force Base, it was really a prerequisite that I become a comedian. Wow. Because seriously, being a comedian is usually coming from some kind of a dysfunctional family life.
Yes.
Right?
I can attest to that.
That's right. Yeah.
Yay! Who's got a dysfunctional
Exactly.
family? Oh,
Exactly.
Who's got a dysfunctional family?
Yeah, put your hands up. Yeah.
If you haven't
That's
got
right.
one, you better go out and get one. They probably got adverts in the paper now.
I know.
Would you like to be a part of the dysfunctional family? Because we have a lot more fun than the rest of you.
That's right.
Yeah, we all suffer from PTSD.
PTSD, that's right. That's right. Well, I thought my dad's name was Jackass till I was 6 because that's what my mother used to call him all the time.
Mum advertised well, did she?
That's right, yeah. I decided I wanted to be a stand-up, and I moved out from Dallas and moved to L.A. And, of course, you know how it is, Rubel. When you go out to Hollywood, you think you're going to hit it, and you want to be a big star. And I got some breaks, but after 10 years at Nordstrom's and spraying people with perfume, I thought, well...
Thanks to Foreave stars in it.
That's right. Maybe not.
Made you into a star.
That's right.
A star from U.S. Banks Co-op.
Yeah. So I went back to school, became a marriage family therapist, an MFT, so I could give myself therapy because of all the rejection. And that worked out very well. I'm getting really excited, too, because one thing about living out in California, I rarely get to see my Texas relatives. And I'm really excited. Everybody excited about your family getting together for Christmas? By a round of applause. No? Okay.
I went far enough away.
I know.
They're in Australia.
That's
or they're
right.
in England, or they're in France.
Yeah.
How are you all out there? That's why I created Foreave Stars International. They're all a bunch of performers.
Well, of course, and I'm Irish.
Yeah. Well,
So, we're always be singing, we'll always be telling jokes. Like my granny would say, you know what, Carol, you better watch it. You're getting into a stand-up. And you know what they say in Ireland? A whistling girl and a crowing hen always come to a bad end. And the devil's dancing to see you in that mini skirt going down to make a fool of yourself.
So tell me, Carol, you didn't come out laughing, or did you?
I did. Oh, well, I was always the class clown.
Right.
And being on the Air Force bases, we lived in Newfoundland, Canada. Exactly. And we had 2 television channels up in Newfoundland, Canada when I was a kid. And all they had was Lucille Ball, Lucy reruns, and Ed Sullivan Show.
That's what I looked in the mirror tonight after I called this all up, and I went, "Oh, Lucy, thanks a lot." I did you right.
That's right. Well, I think you look wonderful. But I was a natural mimic. I would mimic all my teachers, and I'd also do the entire Ed Sullivan Show. It's really cornball, but I'd say, now, our stage, I miss you, I have the Beatles, I chickadees, and Tupu Zizu. And I would do all of his guests on the show, and I'd entertain my family.
Your family, right?
That's right. You know, my sisters and my mom and dad. And my dad got me a tape recorder, so I would tape shows. And back in the day, this was in the early 60s, he went and got me the biggest tape recorder. It looked like a science fiction movie from the 50s. It was a giant Grundig tape recorder, and everything was in German. So I had to learn German so that I could do my show.
Oh, that's funny.
That's a true story.
Do you want some water or something, even though you said...
I'd like some water, darling. Thank you.
Darling.
Darling, can I'm being chatted up and I'm very dry. I need some water. Yeah. I spent a lot of time going back and forth with my fiance to Britain, and so I thought I'd just throw that out there. But humor, on a serious note, is really nature's Prozac.
It's healing.
And as a therapist, I did my professional paper and did workshops in Los Angeles, where people would learn how to reframe their anxiety and see the humor in it.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And I'll give you an example. Exactly. I had a wonderful time working with a group of comics in LA that they all had some type of disability. And
that must have been hilarious.
Oh, well, yeah, and I did a professional workshop at Pepperdine University. And so
I don't mean hilarious.
Pepperdine is funny. I have no idea why. But
disabilities.
Yeah.
I got stuck on the disability.
Yes, well, yeah.
Because I don't know if you've ever seen this show that came from England. It was this man who had Tourette's. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen that on TV?
No, I haven't.
It was incredible. Me and Dan watched this show. Didn't we, Dan? What station was it on? Anyway.
The Learning Channel.
The Learning Channel. Okay. The Learning Channel. I love it.
The guy had Tourette's, didn't he? And he had his whole family. But it was so amazing to watch this guy. But what was really funny was we were on the floor killing ourselves with laughter. And I said to him, I said they're the funniest people. I mean, they could, but they couldn't help it. There was some disconnection in the brain, but they were hilarious because they were English, and English kind of, I don't know.
Well, exactly. Well,
they kind of laugh
that's
a lot
right.
at themselves.
Yeah, and also you have, and that's a good point, because I have worked, as a therapist and also as a comedian with folks that have disabilities. Mm-hmm. And one of the funniest guys that I knew was a guy named Jan, and he used to come. He was born with one arm, and he would be talking, and he'd say, hey, to say, ladies and gentlemen, you ever have one of those days you feel like you forgot something? Why didn't anybody tell me? And from there, he would go into his act, and he'd be hilarious talking about his dysfunctional family and how we're all the same, and we all feel like that we're different in some way. And I had another friend, he had cerebral palsy, and so he would always stand kind of to the side. And he was on a taping of Evening at the Improv, which I was on. And so he says, all right, folks, no, you don't have to adjust your set. It's me. Because he was over to one side. But he was such a wonderful, it was very funny. Because when you take something, which people already saying, hey, look, and then turn it on its head, then it becomes appropriate and funny. Because we're all in the human family, and all of us have something that we feel like we're different.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So what brought you to Santa Barbara?
Well, I came up here, I got a divorce, and that's hilarious, isn't it? So I filed for bankruptcy and moved up. Yeah,
as long as they go quietly.
That's right. And I came up to beautiful Santa Barbara, and I took a job as a therapist at a nonprofit. And, there's quite a culture difference between Los Angeles and Santa Barbara.
Oh, my goodness.
In Los Angeles, you've got all the traffic. Well, I knew I had to leave, too, because I talking about Tourette's. I was getting car Tourette's, so I would go screeching up to crosswalks, and yell at people, move it, move it, move it! And I thought, I got to get out of here. I'm having a nervous breakdown. Then I moved up here, and it was a little bit sleepy compared to L.A. and New York, because I lived in New York, too, for 5 years. And it was like, first time that I came here and saw downtown, it looked like Main Street in Disneyland. You know, and I got really annoying. People says, I don't know if I want to schlep downtown, you know. And I said, will you shut up? There is no downtown. You can get anywhere in Santa Barbara in 15 minutes.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. And I thought it was really hilarious that downtown that everybody would be on a bike. And you see a guy in a business suit with a ponytail and a Tibetan healing bell on the back on a cell phone, y'all. I just wanted to run over him just on principle because I look like a jackass. You know what I'm saying? It looks ridiculous. But Santa Barbara is really beautiful. But at the same time, you know, you kind of miss it after you've been in a situation where you have high energy. Like, you know, I wanted to go to Delhi at midnight like I used to do in New York.
Right.
But the trade-off is that you really can get more sleep and you can do more good work. And it's really helped me because I've written a script for a movie now.
Oh, nice.
And 2 shows.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, tell me more about that. That's
okay.
exciting.
Well, I did a one-woman show, which I called My Life is Too Vivid when I was in L.A. and got an agent from doing that.
Wow, that's wonderful.
And I did 10 different characters. And
Nice.
right now I'm working on a really funny view of Amy Semple McPherson, which I've been working on for 3 years, and it's done now. And
Is that one of your characters, or is that?
well,
a
she was
person?
she was actually a character. I mean, a real person.
A real person?
And a character. In that she was.
Like, do people know her? Or
Oh
does
yes,
she
she used to have
What did she
30,000.
do?
Well, she was an evangelist.
Mm.
She'd have like 30,000 people meeting her at the train
wow.
station when she'd come back from her gospel tours, and she had a gospel car. And seriously, and she'd say, "Honk if you love Jesus." Hallelujah. And she'd make all of her sermons into a production.
Wow.
You know,
cool.
that's
Yeah,
right.
maybe
She'd
fun,
bring
maybe
real
fun.
camels on.
Maybe entertaining.
Well, her daughter wrote when it was writing about her book, My Life with Amy, and she said that at 5 years old she was a flying angel and terrified, and she would levitate her over the stage.
Hey, this is so cool. Alias is here from Drop In, everybody. Sit yourself down. Hi, Alias. How you been?
Doing all right.
Yeah, cheers.
Yes.
Here's some hors d'oeuvres for you. So, Alias, I've been hearing a lot about Drop In. Locally, there's a band called Drop In, everybody, and Alias is a part of this band. And what we're looking at here is finding out all about you, Alias. How did you get into the music world? How did you become an entrepreneur in the entertainment, world, and end up with Drop In as your local band? But you're out there. He's touring all over Santa Barbara right now, everybody. So anyway, Alias, let's take it away. You tell me all about yourself, how it all began, how you got into business, what you think about it, and what you play. Just here we have everybody, Alias.
This brass band, and I started with trumpet and when I was about 10 and got some formal music training doing that, and decided after a while to switch to trombone, and was stationed in the military for a little bit over in Scotland, and had a cover band there, and we used to play at the Scottish biker pubs, and they would kind of be like, "Oi lad, play some Hendrix," like, and the Triumphs and the Cases, and really good times. And once I got out of the military, as I like to call it, pretty much decided to get back into the music scene, and so about 3 years ago, found the right band. Guitarist name of Ovi, and is local here as well, and we've been kind of having the spinal tap syndrome with drummers kind of coming and going, and it's we've kind of settled on at least one or two perhaps drummers, and so we started out as kind of like the power trio with 2 guitars and a drummer, and something about the sound just wasn't there, and we were looking for a bassist, and I said, I grew up playing, tuba and trombone and all that. I'll just pick up the bass, and I actually do a lot better writing music in the bass clef.
Help yourself, Alias.
Thank you.
Oh, take them off? Yeah, yeah. It's pretty bright in here. Did you get to play when you were traveling through Europe a lot?
Scotland.
Scotland a lot?
For about 2 years in the band
great.
there.
Loch Lomond. I went to Loch Lomond. I love it there.
Yeah, I was up by south of Loch Ness and Aberdeen, quite far north.
It's Scottish are funny.
We our band was called Moss.
Oh, that's terrific.
There was a couple Scottish blokes, and my buddy's wife was the drummer.
Awesome.
And you know, we played some pubs and what have you. And right towards when I was getting ready to transfer, we had this offer to go play in Spain.
Oh.
You know, as an English cover band.
Oh, amazing.
And of course I was transferring, so I couldn't get on it, but my the singer, I remember it was like the last show and we were playing at the bass club, the BQ or something, and his girlfriend was going to go to school in Glasgow, and he had a breakdown on the stage.
Oh no.
And you know, it was just too much, and you know, basically just like did the classic, like in the middle of the set, just threw down the mic and just walked off the stage. Like, you know, too much emotional distress.
Right.
So ever since then,
gosh.
I've realized that, you know, whatever's going on, the show must go on.
The show must go on, definitely.
But that's kind of rock and roll.
That's rock and roll, yeah, yeah, because it looked good. I mean, it looked good. The audience was like, yeah, what the heck?
Paul Viking just throwing down the mic.
Especially Scotland. Oh, that's really, really good. Did you make it to London at all?
I did.
Oh, gosh.
Big, huge, dirty city.
Oh, yeah, but it's fun.
Pubs and, yeah.
Yeah.
A little fast-paced from coming from the country way up north, but it was nice.
That's when I was with the lads band. High Energy Flow is where my song came out. High Energy Flow with the Ravel Foreman. Well, thank you.
I love that 45.
Yeah, a lot of people. It's
get a copy sometime.
Yeah, sure. I'll sign one for you, buddy. But it's funny. Records are coming back now.
Well,
totally.
Yeah, I'm the Drop-In. My band Drop-In is going to be cutting vinyl. There's a place down in Camarillo that cuts a lot of vinyl for like Rockstar Records and some other Hollywood labels. So trying to get my my guitarist, if he's listening, to switch from the digital Pro Tools to the analog 8-track kind of.
Go backwards, it
analog
seems.
all the way through.
But it's good.
And then play it on the
better.
airwaves, you know, and keep it.
Yeah, natural.
You know, yeah.
Keep it real, which is great because we're gonna. Just folks out there, we're gonna have a jam session with Alias. You know, I'm gonna get as we are guitarist Dan to step it up and. You know, maybe put a nice T-shirt on so he can play with us.
I kind of like that one.
And yeah, I couldn't get the drummer.
Well, the important thing
I don't know though.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if Arthur is around, but he may be at the Dream Machine here right now.
Play drums every day. That you know his health is compromised. I respect that. You know,
is that what he's? No, it's true. His arms.
Driving.
Yeah, you got to keep playing every day.
I feel the same way about music. You know, it's saved
true.
my life many times, and you know, whether I don't have anything else to say except for a song, or you know something in my head that you know kind of makes sense. You know. I can always turn. I've got a record collection. I can always turn back to my you know old Waylon Jennings or you know, some old Beatles tunes and hear the wisdom that I need to hear from that.
Do you think that's you know most of the stuff that inspired you?
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the 60s, 50s, 60s.
Honestly, it's been going on for 40 years now for me.
Yeah.
You know, there's good stuff today that I hear. A lot of good bands. You know, it's the music scene. It's not about money these days. It's about you know the pure desire to play music, and you know I would love to make a living, you know, just playing music. But you know if you can play anytime, you know, and just you know see people grooving in the audience, and you know take them out to space and bring them back, and you know and then go on to the next
that's what it's about.
That's what I get a lot of from the music.
Yeah,
performing.
Well, I think that's why like I started as you know, Foreave Stars International back in 1978, and the whole reason of starting it as a cooperative was because I personally was not interested in somebody basically telling me what to do with my art, you know. People had ideas, and always do. People always have ideas of who you are, what you are, and you're not any of those things. You know who you are, you know how you want to come across. Each person does, and I think the reason I started the cooperative as entrepreneurs and entertainers doing their own art was because I was so tired of everybody deciding who I was. You know?
Yeah.
And I thought many people are out there like me, and sure enough, here we are in 2012. Guess what? Now people are getting Foreave Stars International. They're starting to understand it, and all the younger ones are like, yes.
Well, I was listening
I'm
to
an
that song
entrepreneur.
today, the one on the intro.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of so many bands that, you know, like kind of the Riot Girl movement in the 90s, and, you know, just that really solid,
Right.
you know, kind of post-punk sound or what have
Well,
you.
12-bar rock and roll beat, bang, you know.
That's right, yeah.
And that's why I called it metal rock motoring, because it wasn't just heavy metal, it wasn't just punk, it wasn't anything. So I had to create the sound itself.
Yeah.
You know, high energy flow, the sound of metal rock motoring, you know, the true rare Australian shout, you know.
Right.
It had everything, because that's where I'm from. And that's why I think nobody can say, oh yeah, Alias is this way. No, because when I met you many years ago, you were another way. You were different. And everybody's different, and everybody keeps changing. You know, so I see that in you. You know, I see this spark in you that's different to when I first saw the spark in you that was different again. So nobody stays the same.
When, you know, when there was 100 bands with 1 million fans.
Yep.
Now
Yep.
it's 1 million bands with 100 fans.
Exactly.
And so it's like,
That's awesome. That's
do,
a great
do your thing. You know, if it's right, if it's good. It may never blow up. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's your
a
heart.
vibration that you're putting out there into the universe. And,
I agree.
You know, that's what I've learned. From
Yeah, I agree. That's the reason I you know, did it. So hey, I think it'd be cool if we just jammed. I think it'd be great, and I'm so happy that you made it to the interview. And you know, hey,
Dan and Arthur
you know, give
playing?
me this big hug, man. I'm so happy, and I don't know. Arthur may be here. If he is, he can play with us. But we'll have a jam together. What do you say? It's going to be cool. And please come back again. You know. It's here today. Drop in is here today. We got Alias. Woo! As we are playing with Alias from Drop In. Let's have a party. You told me that I was insane. You told me that your love would give me pain. I'm hurting, baby. I'm hurting, baby. I'm hurting, baby. 'Cause you said I was saying no. That was kind of cool, fun. So we're jamming at the Dream Machine USA.
You want another new one? No,
we can do another song. I think we're having fun at the Dream Machine USA at ABG Studios, watching the Mini Woodstock Festival. We've got Alias with us today. Alias from Drop In. Let's do some. Woo! Maybe. What do you want to do now, baby? As we are, we drop in basis, Alias.